It's all in the blood bank. It's here. That's where they eat. It's all there outside. All the blank bodies.
Okay.
Blank bodies. Okay.
Shadow is patrolling every night. Cells number
321, 323.
There is an abandoned ward. Look it up.
You will go in, take him out, here, into the sun. I will be right here. Here.
This is Red Moon Roleplaying.
It seems like the eye contact goes on forever, even though you only measure 3 heartbeats. Rudy's eyes, deep yellow-brown, small, scared pupils, eyelids drooping, hanging low. He's barely holding on to awareness. His muscular body slick with dry blood, wet stains. He tries to move an arm, gets up on one knee. Then the pupils start to slowly change from pinpricks to lenses, growing slowly to take in more of the light, the way a cat's eye would. You hear a clattering on the floor beside you. A pool cue, broken, thrown in through the door behind you. Mom stands there smiling, hand outstretched. Then she just goes, "Yes, do what your training told you. Very good exercise." Closes the door. You and Hannah de Grasso, 23, footballer from Leeds, are alone in there with him. Your training. Done this so many times in practice. Take the shields, ram him up, both of you, against the corner and put on the restraints. That's what your training told you. Something tells you it's not gonna go down that way. He's on his hunches, body completely still, only a slight quiver in the ropey muscles. He looks almost pleading at you as his eyes change. Hannah looks at you under the visor of the riot gear and looks at you with like a big question. Shield up, arm shaking, the baton in her hand, gripped firmly in a reverse grip. Your weird new creature dad huddled in the corner. He's shaking, he's barely awake, but shaking with withheld energy, and his eyes are starting to change into animalistic eyes. And he's trying to speak. What you see is a friend in pain, in terrible suffering. But the eyes are weird. But there you are. Also the training. Also Mom looking through the little window behind you. The rest of the group probably doesn't have any idea what's going on in here. That's a small mercy. But Hannah is here.
Stand by the door.
She looks at you questioningly. No, that could be dangerous.
Stand by the door and do as I say.
No!
Do as I say.
That's not what we're trained to do.
Anna, do as I say, now.
It's not impossible, but it requires a lot of your skill. She does not want to flunk this, and she does not want to be in a vulnerable position with a potentially dangerous prisoner in the same cell. And she has no fucking idea why you're saying this. So go for it.
I guess charisma and leadership.
Yep.
No, 1.
Yeah, she snores. No, let's do this by the book.
Okay. Stay behind me.
Sure, I take position too. She takes one step behind you. Rudy is looking up, straight at you.
I want to whisper to him. Can I do that? Can I wheeze something?
As you move in, you can surely wheeze. Hannah is breathing hard, and she's probably not hearing all too well in that helmet, nor are you.
Good. I want to wheeze. Play dead.
He goes down to his knees, looks up, says, "The Queen."
Play
Yes.
dead.
You see his eyes like they were laser sights of an Olympic-trained marksman. They shift over right at Hannah. And then it's like the eyes themselves explode into blackness. You can see the shaking, weak, sludgy body starts to rise. He steps up jerkily, almost as if it is the body moving and not him. The daylight makes him sluggish, but he is retracting his body, readying for a launch, staring at you. It's they're all food for the Queen. All of them.
I put myself between him and Hannah, and I'm gonna do everything I can to protect her. So if he's weak, so maybe I can take him down. But my main focus is protecting Hannah.
The launch comes, but you're ready. What were once words are now just snarls and teeth. He's trying to launch himself at you, to bang you out of the way, so he can go for that long, sinewy neck right there, or maybe straight for the gut. More from the looks of it, he's hunched over and is coming at you low. He's weak, with daylight, and almost drained, but he is still Rudy. So what happens here is that you try to block his way. So give me a strength plus melee with the shield and the club to block the way.
I want to rouse my strength. Okay, and I rouse successfully. 1.
You're launched to the side, and with a bang you go into the opposite wall. The plexiglass shield is striking the visor of your helmet, temporarily dizzying you. He's past you. He's like a beast. He just drags Hannah down into the corner, and he starts holding her, and there's his fists beating on her. She screams, trying to get the club between her and Rudy. Doesn't really work. Rudy is ready, aware. He's snarling, looking around. He sees you there, but he's got her locked down.
Can I throw the shield and the fucking club away so I can grab him?
You can.
Yeah, then I want to do that.
Yeah, grapple. And don't forget the stake behind you that's lying on the floor. Mom threw you a broken billiards cue into it. It has a wicket edge.
Can I grab it and then lunge for him?
You can grab it and lunge for him, but hitting him at all is probably not an easy proposition. He is ready for you. He's holding her down with one hand, the mouth full of dog fangs, snarling towards you.
Fuck the stake right now. I'm just gonna lunge for him and grab him.
Yep, you try to grab him and grapple him.
Yes.
So give me a strength plus brawling against his defense pool of the same.
4.
For a moment, you realize that his arm being used to pin Hannah down, that's a weakness. How do you start to pin him? You will have him, but he will not be completely helpless. How do you do that?
I kind of want to get closer to the stake, so if I can drag him away.
You drag him towards the stake, getting him within reach of you planting it where you think it goes.
Yes.
Hannah screams and jumps up almost immediately, getting a solid whack off him on the back of his head as you drag him away over the floor. Hannah is up, she's fucking furious. Yo, what you think you could do that for? Giving him a kick as you drag him over, and you feel the hardwood of the stake under your right thigh.
Christ.
But he's fucking furious now. And then you see it. He takes a hold of you, and suddenly there's pain. Pain from so many places. He's just holding you with his... No. You see, his claws are out. He rouses the blood, extending fat, black dog's claws straight into your body, ripping and trying to tear you to the side.
Have I ever experienced this before in any way?
Let's see how bad it gets. 3. And you would defend yourself now with strength and brawling again.
Yes, and also I have fortitude.
That comes later.
Okay. 4.
You feel the pain is searing. It's almost burning. It's like the worst infected wound you ever had, but kind of all at once. Maybe that is what gives you the strength to rip out of his grip while still maintaining your hold. Hannah is trying to follow the book, launching herself with the plexiglass shield onto his right side, trying to push him down, but he is too strong. Inconvenienced he is, though, a lot, giving you +1 dice to your next attack because of Hannah's valiant distractions.
I can hardly think because of the pain. The pain, it makes me scared and fucking angry because I'm fucking trying to help him, and I grunt like I want to scream, but fuck, and I'm looking for the stake, and I have never staked a blank body before, and it feels weird, but I want to like put myself on top of him and then push the stake into him and maybe hide the stake in his chest. And I'm like, Hannah is freaking me out because she can't die here. And I try to kind of do all this, and the pain is horrible, and I'm trying also not to lose grip to that pain, focusing on my anger.
Looking down, you see a few blood drips. Had you been a millisecond slower, had you been 10 pounds off that bench mark, you would be ripped to shreds now. And he's going for you again. This might be your last chance. This is a cold shot, so it is -2 successes. If you manage to beat him with -2 successes, you got it.
I need to use another willpower. 4.
There's a red fear in him now. Not just the violent beast rage, but something more. As you push the stake down, he has wheezes like some nightmare ancient creature, shaking and just holding you off with his clawed hands. You're trying to claw through the padding and the Kevlar of the riot gear, trying to scratching, pushing. You can't get it in. It is a tie. You are there, locked. Hannah looks around desperately for an opening.
Help me push! Put your weight on my back! Help me push!
Yeah! And she jumps in, piling up like with the shield beneath her, jumping up like she was going to kick that ball that was flying through the air. Old athlete's reflexes coming again, launching herself up and landing on your back with a sickening crunch. Almost dislodging one of your shoulders, but the extra push does it. The creature in front of you just wheezes in hate as slowly the stake starts sinking, cracking something, twisting to the side through a bone. Just getting in there.
Push!
And
God damn it! Oh, oh.
And he's still.
I kind of rises up a bit because I want Hannah off me, and what I want to do is kind of flip him over so she won't see the stake.
She is not in a mood to see anything. She slips in blood and just tears off her helmet and starts spitting blood and a tooth. Poof! Whoa.
God damn it. Hannah, you need to get out. Oh God. Something's wrong. He is not breathing and fuck.
You see Mom smiling in the window. That is very good. That is very excellent. That is absolutely by the book. That is perfect. So, I think all of your behavior here was slightly chaotic, but very, very, very professional, yes? Lovely. So, please step outside. We will take the restrained prisoner away.
Where are you taking him? He's very ill, bad. Can I?
All will be taken care of. All will be taken care of now, love. All you need to think of is that you passed this test, which is very, very good.
God.
Your future here is almost sure now. Come.
What about her? I look at Hannah.
Hannah.
How much has she got it?
No, she hasn't got it. All she sees is a huge man that you somehow managed to beat into submission on the floor. That's all she's seeing. The fact that he's not breathing, that his skin is slowly graying, all of that goes amiss.
Get her out of here. Get her out. Hannah, get out.
She steps outside. Yeah, you don't have to ask me twice, no. She goes out and stands leaning against the wall, breathing hard.
I try to assess how hurt I am by those claws. They did go through Kevlar.
They went through Kevlar and they... No, it's not bad. It's only a scratch. It's... Yeah, one damage. It's gonna maybe getting worse during the night, but... Yeah, one damage.
Aggravated or superficial?
That you don't really know yet, huh?
Fuck. I...
But it stings.
Yeah. I sit down next to Rudy.
That is quite enough. Now rise.
I rise and I look at her, trying to kind of understand what the fuck this test was about. Still very angry, still like trying to kind of calm down because I don't want to fuck this up by killing her. but I sure want to. So I'm just waiting for some kind of answer.
Come.
Fuck this shit, okay.
You are trusted now, yes? You're on your way. You are rising. You will be a great addition to the team here. Yes?
Did you have
Fantastic.
Fuck.
You have proven yourself, yes?
Yes.
For the prince, yes! This is what has happened here. Come! Success, celebrate!
But did you have to involve her?
She takes you out by the hand and closes the door. Job here almost always involve handling all sorts of personnel at the same time, if you get my drift. You handle this very good.
Thank you.
But may I... have you ever met this one? She looks at the cell door.
Why do you ask?
Oh,
Why do you want to know?
I just wonder, do you know this man? This thing? Have you met?
I have met him, yes. Not a fan.
Good. Your performance in there quite proved that. Yes. Now, I think for you, this training day should be over. Oi. Rest of group, we had a very good performance here, but little accident. So we will go to medical bay now to patch Gabrielle up, and Hannah also. She had got a bit of bleeding lip, but very good. You, teacher, mark them up as having passed the restraint test. Yes. And Mom, without hearing an argument, waves over one of the other screws and starts escorting you towards the medical wing.
I need to calm down. I'm focusing on calming down because I want to rip her fucking head off, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be a human. I'm gonna act like a fucking human. Fuck. Okay. I passed the test. I'm not sure what that means. I'm trying frantically to think. The prince, what do I know about fucking princes? Nothing. I mean, the other kindreds I met in this half year was like Rudy, didn't have that kind of, I don't know, how?
Yeah. No, they told you about it. They mentioned it. That was the enemy. That was capital. That was the reaction. That was the Nazis. That was the...
Fucking oppression.
The recidivists, the throwbacks, the oppression, the bad guys. That was what the princes were in every single talk.
If I will meet this prince, I can kill him. Or her. Right? I think that, and it kind of calms me down. It's like, focus on the mission, I'm here to protect Francis and Paul, and I'm doing that right now. Will I serve? Yes, I will fucking serve, but not the prince, not who they think I will serve. But I am serving, and it calms me down. It makes me breathe, and I'm not ripping her head off, and she doesn't know it, but she should be thankful for it.
She brings tea and cookies at a little linoleum table in the hallway outside of the med bay. The handsome doctor that Hannah got such good repartee with earlier in the day looks concerned at your injuries in particular. But looks like there's not much bleeding. I think I can settle for just washing these and should be right as rain. And his soft but firm, large hands places some bandaging and tape on top of the wounds. It's an oddly comforting and very mundane ritual, especially Hannah giggling and spitting blood into a cup. Look! This one looks like a wee rabbit, she says, holding up one of her teeth that has been smashed out. Look. Yeah, that first time I lost a teeth or two. No, I can't tell you that. There was one scrap, wasn't it? Hey, Gabriel?
What?
Sheesh. There was one hell of a scrap. I've been in some scraps on the field, and I mean it doesn't get this violent even in the fucking seats.
That was fucking dangerous.
It was fucking dangerous. I know it was fucking dangerous. Look, here's my tooth.
You could have died. Do you know that?
Shit, calm down, girl. We survived the life or death situation together. Be chill. Fuck.
I am very calm.
Oh, whew.
Fuck. You could have gotten me killed as well.
Yes, but we did not get killed, did we now?
Jesus Christ.
Right?
Next time I tell you to step the fuck away, you step the fuck away. You hear me?
Look, that guy was massive. What was I gonna do? Just leave you to him?
Fuck this shit.
No, girlfriend. I got your back.
Yeah, actually you did. You laid on my back. That was good. That was great. That actually saved us. So thank you. I'm sorry. I'm just a bit upset. I'm a bit.
I get it.
Maybe shocked.
No reason.
Hannah, you need to fucking listen.
I'm listening. Yes. This.
But that was good. Thank you, because that was what kind of put him down.
Yeah. Let's just take this win and go grab ourselves a lager down at the pub. Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of the day is uneventful. You are dismissed, and soon you're listening to Hannah's banter at the pub as she proudly displays her little vaguely rabbit-like tooth to any handsome guy who passes by. She's one handful. Your mind is elsewhere, though. And so is Francis. His mind is also elsewhere, though slightly sharper than expected. It's some time in the early morning, and you feel fairly clear. You have not been dosed with the drugs. Yes, Ellis managed to. You actually... Fuck, what have you been doing? You have one willpower regained because of this just breach of routine. You can't sleep, you have energy. You feel slightly manic.
Well, I suppose that's something, isn't it? I have a stinging headache. I'm thirsty. I'm really uncomfortable, but yes, I suppose I feel a little better, but... Well, wonderful. I'm still stuck in here, and I'm pretty sure in another... What time is it? 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, they'll come in again and stuff me full of medication again. So, wonderful. And I kind of pace around a little and stand and try and look out the window of the little cell, because I recall that that's been a challenge the last day, week, month. I have no idea how much time I've spent in here.
It is absolutely not impossible to stand. Not in the clear state you are now. Your knees are shaking a little bit, but you clearly see outside. Earlier in the day there was commotion, and yes, you did witness Ellis and the other guard, apparently pretty beaten up, but happy. It's hard to understand what has been going on with them. But it's worrying.
Yes. Well, it doesn't even make any sense that it was real, because how can Ellis be in here, walking around, and whatever, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Right, well, great. I can understand a little better again, but it doesn't change my situation. I'm still locked up in this bloody cell. Bloody Madeline. Wonderful idea to get me in here, but she completely failed to realize that now I'm in here, I'm under even more guard. It's not like I can just walk out of this room and have a look at the blood bank.
Her name has passed in your thoughts many, many times. Of course, the whole reason why you're here. Or were you actually out of control? It's a bit hard to know. But every time you mulled her name over in your head before, she has not appeared, but this time she does. Madeline, it is 7 o'clock, and you have just arrived at Armley Jail. You have a full day of these mind-numbing fake sessions that you need to go through to sell your cover, but hopefully you will be able to see them later in the afternoon. There's also that other matter, the guilt over Francis and how he's been feeling. You have to admit that it's been gnawing on you a little bit. You have your key in your hand, and you have, with your key card, bust yourself into the large Gothic vaulted corridor that leads into the heart of the jail. On the left side is a green door that leads to the medical department and administration wing, where you have a shared office, and also, of course, where Francis is.
Yes, can I just go directly and see him?
You could. I mean, you pass your office on the right side, and you won't have any clients until early as 9 o'clock today, so you have 2 hours to do paperwork, or look at this poor ragged man. You come in through the door and you face Francis. He's standing staring slack-jawed at you as you approach the window.
Bloody Miss... what's her name again, Boucroix?
Hello, Francis. How are we feeling?
Wonderful, Dr. Madeline, I say as I just sort of scratch at my very now unkempt beard that started to grow after all this time.
Have you reached any new insights?
My eyes dart around a little. I can see Madeline in front of the door. Do I see any of the screws nearby watching?
No, it's too early in the morning. 2 of them are still in the coffee room. That's 3 rooms away, and there's no other doctor here. And you see the big fat ring of keys in Madeline's hands and the key card.
Would I know if I'm under surveillance right now?
You have not seen any cameras here. No. You should not be under surveillance.
I mutter then under my breath. Well, I haven't achieved much, Doctor. As you know, I've been on a prescription of shut-the-fuck-up drugs, so I haven't really been in the best mental state.
Well, I think that it's about enough of that now. I have arranged with the prison administration that as part of your, retraining, sort of, that you'll be able to help me out in the infirmary once in a while. Won't that be nice?
Sounds wonderful.
Yes.
Miss Boker.
So I think that we should be able to get you out of here quite soon. I could probably even sneak you some coffee if you would like.
I don't think that's needed. If anything, I'm actually I finally have had a few nights' sleep. Any updates? As I said, it's been I don't know how long. I have no idea. Is Paul Richards even still alive?
Oh yes, Paul is quite alive.
What about the target? You know, weren't we here for you know who? And, well, initially anyway, I'm starting to lose track of how many blank bodies we were supposed to be looking out for, really, at this point.
Yes, well, I haven't really gotten more information from your friends, but it seems that the newly trained prison guards have entered the building as of yesterday, so I believe that Ellis may well be with us soon.
I think to myself, should I mention Ellis right now? And I decide not to. Instead, I simply nod and say, I see. Interesting. Well, I haven't seen Ellis myself. All right then, Dr. Madeline, I suppose when you come and collect me, yes, if you can make sure no one's watching us, I can at least get a proper look at the blood samples.
Absolutely. I will be back for you after the day's work.
Wonderful. I'll be here.
Yes, I suppose you will. Do get some more rest.
And I just kind of nod and I go back to sitting on the bed.
Something has changed. But what? Paul. It's been one more night since you saw Ellis. One more night spent at the door. But it's not happening. You can't get yourself back into that zone. It's been growing weaker and weaker over the last week, and now it's gone. You stand there, there's no comforting, soft halo around the sleeping form of your roommate, who is starting to become increasingly irritating with his constant bouts of sadness and self-pity. Can't see it anymore. This is the hard, cold walls and the cold unease in your gut.
He was dreaming. I know he was dreaming. That's what it meant. I felt it. My instincts, my whole gut feeling was sharper. Now, it's just I don't know what it is. There's nothing left of that.
Are you sure it was ever there? Did you just hallucinate all that? Did you just give information based on hallucinations? Have we been going fucking crazy in here? Why? Why is it fading?
Why did I feel it in the first place? What happened? What happened before it started?
It was just after the infirmary. After the stabbing.
It was after the infirmary. Yes. But it didn't come immediately after that.
No.
Just like something started growing. What did he say? Francis said something. He'd seen... I don't remember what he said. Now he's locked away too. But she said something. Maybe I can focus on that. What does it matter? There's an abandoned wing. Does it matter? I cannot do anything about that.
What do they need here? Assuming that you're right about the thing coming every night to feed different cells. You've identified most of the inmates in those cells, druggies, most of them. One of them is that guy who was stabbed the other week, and another one got his foot stuck in a machine during work. There's two other guys I don't know about.
And the shopkeeper.
The shopkeeper, yeah, but he seems normal. Maybe a druggie. I haven't smelled the acrid smell of spice from his door the way you have from many of the others that are on your mental list. It's weird. It doesn't fit together.
Would it be strange if I somehow managed to get some myself? would I lure him to me then? Is that just my tired conscience speaking?
Maybe he's going mostly for spice addicts, mostly for druggies, maybe. But do you really want to?
No, I mean, no.
Do you really want him in here with you?
I want to know who it is.
Yeah, but you could feel him before, after the stabbing, after the... It was started in your gut. The gut was the last place where... No, not the heart.
I hold my hands over my chest, clasping them, trying again, despite not wanting to feel it.
It's not there.
I sigh, I look at the annoying, sleeping body and the occasional annoying noises he makes, the smells. And I look up to the window and I just look out and think about. And I think about what I had. I think about running across the baseball field. I think about the house. Everything material. Somehow the faces are all blurry now. Remember the cold spot in the driveway.
Somehow that felt the same. Yeah, somehow that felt the same. There was the exact same feeling there. Huh. But that thought only comforts you for a little because your mind is going into dangerous places. Places where there's laughter and intimacy and a sense of belonging. You feel the sadness of having lost all that.
That's what's gonna break me. If I think about that. They're better off now.
You can feel you're already starting to shake. It's too late. You can see her. You can see your wife taking a lock of her hair, putting it behind her ear, and then sneezing. Laughing. Just a random moment at some gas station somewhere. But it's enough to put you on your knees. You hear the clanging and clinking of the screws outside in the corridor, but you're on your knees. You hear a cell door 2 doors away being opened. Yep, it's off to work shift. This time is 3478, 369, 248. Alright, get in line, you're in the recycling. There's a knock on the door.
I feel like I was almost going to drift into a prayer. I kind of still want to. I just say yes.
You try to say yes, but all that comes out is a stifled groan. Give me a composure plus stamina.
Hay fever. She had the worst hay fever. 3 successes.
The sneeze is gone and replaced with a crackling in your knees as you get up to your feet. The sadness quickly breathed out and you face handlebars looking at you and a pad. Richards, I'm gonna open your cell. Step outside. You will be in recycling work shift as usual.
I step aside, I follow the routine, I greet him. Alright, handlebars.
He moves on to the next, which is 4 cells down. Opening it, and then, he goes 5 cells down. New addition to the work crew. And it's, wait, that's Sladas or whatever he was called. That strange guy who's doing the gambling stuff and so on. That's his cell. Yeah, on your feet, so. All right. You can hear another voice in from the cell. Goes in. And he comes out with the radio. Yes, we have another one. Yes. Yeah, that is so. Yeah, you better get 4 or 5 people up here. Yeah. Yes, medical evacuation straight away. Yep. So everybody, stay calm. We have someone who has. Yes, we have an injury. So you know the routine. Stand by your cell doors. Just be quiet.
How common is this now?
This is the next one. This is the second one. The first one was Jordi. And Slaudas is the second one. Fuck.
You have listened to an episode of Red Moon Roleplaying, where we played the 3rd season of the chronicle No Man is an Island for Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition. Our storyteller was Martin Ericsson, and we were also joined by Anna-Karin Linder and Freja Gyldenstrøm. The music was created by Lola Zaza, and the sound effects are from the fine folks at freesound.org, zapsplat.com, and Syrinscape. We would like to give massive thanks to our champions of the Red Moon: Martin Heuschober, Nastasia Raulerson, Simon Cooper, David, Julia, Camilla, Ludwig Manford, Bob Lange, Julián, Cameron, Ryan F., and Xabier for their generous support. And we would of course also like to thank all of our other patrons. Without your support, the show would not be possible. If you want to support our work, please check it out on Patreon. You can get access to bonus campaigns for Cult of Divinity Lost and Coriolis there, as well as get early and raw access to all of our recordings. You can also hear your name read on the show as a champion of the Red Moon, as well as play Cult with us. Most importantly, that support is what keeps the show going, so do check us out there. And remember, death is not the end.